Hi guys, it's Alexa, and today I'm going to be sharing my June TBR. I've actually shared a photo of my TBR on Instagram, but I still wanted to share it with all of you here on BookTube. So without further ado, let me share all the books that I plan to read this month. I don't know. I can lift this. I can do it. I can do it. This is my TBR pile for the month of June. So first we have Shuffle Repeat by Jen Klein, which I borrowed from my friend Rachel of Hello Chelly. And this book is basically about two teenagers whose moms happen to be best friends. And so they wind up carpooling together, and what begins with a conversation about music eventually, obviously, I'm hoping, develops into something more. And I really like the idea of this book, so I can't wait to check it out for myself. The second book that I'm going to try to read this month is a classic, which is going to be more of a challenge, and that is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. It's actually going to be a reread for me because I have actually read this book before in 2010, before I started blogging, and it's actually my favorite so far. I've only read two Jane Austen novels, and that's Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice, and I just really have a soft spot for Sense and Sensibility because I think it's just because it's about both of the sisters, and I really love that. So yes, we'll definitely be rereading this. It's pretty too. I like this edition a lot. Look at that. The next book is actually a book that I'm currently in the middle of reading, and that is Starflight by Melissa Landers. It's Melissa Landers. And it's basically about a girl named Solara who wants to get to the outer realms to start her new job and have some semblance of freedom and ownership. And the only way she can do so is by hitching a ride as an indentured servant on a really classy space liner, and she actually ends up indentured to a person who kind of bullied her in high school named Duran. And these two, I swear, I don't even know what to expect with this book anymore because they get into so many shenanigans. They run into smugglers, they run into pirates, they have to steal things and, you know, make up things, and it's crazy, and it's been so fun so far, and I can't wait to see how it ends. So yeah, really enjoying this one. The next book that I'm gonna read is Summer of Sloane by Erin Schneider, and all I know about this one is that the main character finds out that her best friend and her boyfriend have been keeping a secret from her, and she thankfully gets some distance to deal with the situation because she's going with her family to Hawaii for the summer. While she's in Hawaii, she kind of makes sense of all of that, and she also meets a cute boy named Finn. So I can't wait. This sounds like the perfect read to kick my summer contemporary reading off with. And then we have two books in a series that I want to finish out, and that is The Heir and The Crown by Kiera. This has no dust cover if you couldn't tell. Anyway, this is about America and Maxon's daughter Aileen when she's going through her own selection, and I can't wait to read about it because I really enjoyed the selection series. Even though it's not the greatest series in the world, it was still really fun to me, so can't wait. And the very last set of books that I want to read, one will be a reread and one will be a first-time read, and those books are Me Before You and After You by Jojo Moyes. I haven't seen the movie yet. I really want to see the movie. Me Before You is a story of a woman named Louisa Clark, and she kind of doesn't know what she wants to do job-wise with her life, and she eventually finds herself becoming a caretaker for Will, and they develop a relationship that starts with friendship and eventually becomes something. Anyway, I thought this book was really good when I read it years ago. I haven't reread it since because I'm kind of afraid of being emotional about it, but I plan to reread it, whether it's before or after I watch the movie. After You is the sequel, and I'm not going to say anything about what happens because spoilers, but I also really want to read it and see what Jojo Moyes has come up with. So there you have it. That is my June TBR. It's not as many books as I would normally read, and I'm hoping to get through all of them this time. I say that now, but it never happens, but I will try anyway. So tell me, have you read any of those books? Did you like them? Which one should I prioritize? And also tell me what you will be reading this June because I would love to hear it. Alright guys, if you want to find me on other social media, you can check out the links below. And I would love it if you subscribe to this channel. And other than that, I will see you guys soon. Goodbye!